to go down and talk with the crew chief, Paul Emmel, about something. Oh boy. Is he calling out his substance on Brian Mattis's arm? Like we saw Will Smith thrown out for a couple of days ago in Milwaukee. Like we saw Michael Pineda suspended for last year in New York. Buck Showalter comes to see.
Well, it's interesting because I saw Dan Jennings go talk to the hitting coach for the Marlins, Frankie Menachino. They had obviously seen something out on the mound. I think the discussion was more or less, should we say something? Is that some sort of substance? And obviously, with the quick 2 outs, Dan Jennings took it upon himself to bring it to the attention of the umpire.
It's going to be an awkward conversation. He's been thrown out of the game. Brian Mattis becomes the second big league pitcher this week to get thrown out of a game for a foreign substance on his arm. Mattis thrown out in a scoreless game in the 12th.
Seen this?
I never have either.
I don't know what they're measuring. They might be going to call George Brett out.
Well, the Yankees win. He's out.
Yes, sir.
Brett is out. Look at this. Brett is out. And
he's steaming mad.
He is out and having to be forcibly restrained from hitting plate umpire Tim McClellan. And the Yankees have won the ball game 4-3. Brett is called out for using an illegal bat or with the illegal substance on the bat.
Like I said, I have seen this before, Frank, and Gaylord Perry just took the bat away from home plate umpire Jim McClellan. He's going to take the bat. They're going to take it so they cannot take it into the American League office or wherever they take it to be examined.
Well, a Yankee security person and one of the umpires quickly are chasing whoever has the bat. Jose Martinez is holding Brett. Bobby, I've never seen this in my life.
Well, I've seen players called out for using an illegal.
Left-handed bats in his Atlanta Braves lineup.
Not sure what this is all about. Freddie Gonzalez to the home plate umpire, Chris Siegel, and now he's going to bring in the crew chief, Jim Joyce. This is a curious development here.
The home plate umpire is asking Jim Joyce something.
And Jim Joyce is directing his attention to Will Smith. Checking his glove, and he's been thrown out. Will Smith has been ejected. A foreign substance on the glove.
Consider the financial ramifications or the minor league ramifications. Now those two things often come before the final decision. Yeah, it was broken, and now it's broken for good. Miller has it. One away. That was sawed off if there ever was one.
Instant kindling right here for Chris Sabo. I swear I think it broke on the pitch before that. They didn't want to go get another piece of wood.
He's got a pizza paddle now.
That looks exactly like a pizza paddle. Now you're making me hungry. Uh-oh.
It'd take a lot to do that.
They're going to take a look at this bat now. They see something on the inside of this. How about that? That's a stream of cork running right up and down to Chris Sabo's bat. They're going to go in and they're going to eject him from the ball game.
Or that could, well, let's see. Ooh.
Oh, that's bored out in court.
No doubt about that. There's a board in the middle of that.
How about that?
They will. What?
3-2. Bouncing ball up the middle. Run's going to score. Anderson to throw to first on time. That'll bring home Gonzalez. And Gonzalez to third gives Sosa his 25th RBI on a broken bat. The Cubs lead by 1 here in the first inning.
Well, this isn't
They're
good.
looking for a few more pieces of the lumber.
No, they're looking to see what's in the bat. And they want to see if what's in the bat is really the bat or if there's anything in there that shouldn't be in there. And Chip, the only time I've seen something in there is if the bat is corked. Now, as far as we know, they have just the handle of the bat. They don't have the barrel of the bat. And Grzelcyk is going back to third. And Gonzalez is going back to second. And I believe there's going to be 2 outs.
So still be a ground.
They went from worst to first. Now John Farrell's coming out to talk with the home plate umpire, Jerry Davis.
See, once again here, the Yankees, like a lot of teams, are shifting in the middle of an at-bat. After 2 strikes, Kelly Johnson went from third base to play the shift over at right.
I think they're going to check Pineda. Remember, against the Red Sox, he had what looked like pine tar in his hand. Later said it was dirt. But Farrell is going out to check Pineda. Now they're checking his back. And they're throwing him out of the game. He went to his neck and he said there's something on his neck, so Pineda is being tossed. Now Farrell did not check it last time when Clay Buchholz was the opposing pitcher. This time he does, and Pineda gets thrown out of the game. So it was on the side of his neck. It wasn't on his hand that time. And Jerry Davis checked it out and said, "You're gone."
Well, that's the rule. And not to go on a rant here, but it's the rule. And it's illegal. You break the rule. You're not supposed to have any foreign substance if you do. But, you know, my position on that has been that I think the reason why, Michael, the reluctance of a John Farrell or anybody else is that many pitchers use something periodically through their career, I'm not saying every game, to get a better grip. And I still don't understand that rule as to why that's a bad thing for a pitcher to have a better grip. We're not talking about altering the flight or the integrity of a pitch based on something that'll enable a pitcher to have the ball slip out of his hand. Thus, a grease pitch or a spitball. That's why there's a rosin bag. Rosin bag is useless. Mike, David, I don't know if you used it. In cold weather, it's powder. So you have a rosin bag on the mound to help a guy get a better grip. But yet, you're not supposed to have a better grip.
Well, you started off what you said by saying it's against the rules.
I get that.
Why would you have it so apparent on your neck and the other time on his hand? Well, what do you do? It's clearly something's there on his neck and they checked it out. Why would you do that? You know it's against the rules. And you just had a major incident against this very same team and you realize they were going to be looking. It makes no sense to me. I mean, we've talked about how everybody does it, but everybody hides it. This was the last time.
And this one is driven. I mean, crushed. Almost out of the ballpark to deep right. Touch 'em all time for Cargo.